Hello, and welcome to another Edge of Eternities draft. In fact, this is going to be my last Edge of Eternities draft of the format, because it's going away soon, and not sure what we're going to draft next. I haven't quite decided yet. There's some flashback drafts. There's also the new Through the Omen Path set. I haven't decided how much I want to draft that yet, but anyways, we're saying goodbye to Edge of Eternities, so let's make our last draft a good one. So in this pack, we got Xenomorph Imago, very good card. Strongest card in the pack, definitely, but it is gold. There's also Tragic Trajectory, which is pretty solid. And really, that's it. That's all I'm looking at. Yeah, nothing else here even remotely close, in my opinion. So I think between the two, I think the Xenomorph is better. Even though it's gold, I think it's, again, removal is very replaceable in this format. There's tons of it. This card is, if I'm blue-green, it's a 2-mana 3/3. Late game, 2-mana 3/3 flying. Late game, 2-mana 6/6 flying. Very easily splashable too. So gonna take that. Ooh, Cryogen Relic's a nice one. It's also Molecular Modifier, Lash with Predator, Banishing Light, Alfariel Bombard. Some good cards. Cryogen Relic's better than Bombard, better than Alfariel too. Single color, like especially early on in the draft, just take the single color card. Cryogen Relic I like more than the modifier here because it's blue, it goes with the Imago, and honestly, I think Relic is just a better card than the modifier. Although I do like modifier a lot. And Lash with Predator is mediocre. Like, you shouldn't be prioritizing this too highly. It's like not that different from like a Germinating Worm, honestly. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Relic. Banishing Light's good too, but Relic is a better common. And yeah, it could still go blue-green, or it could go blue splash green. Ooh. I love Codecracker Hound. That's a nice one. There's also Adagia, which is really strong ability to have on a land. Being able to copy like Banishing Lights, very good. Close Encounter, good too, but definitely gonna take Codecracker. Codecracker's better than Close Encounter in my opinion, and you know, at this point with the Relic, I'm more likely to like certainly be blue. Whether I'm blue-green is not clear yet. I could easily splash the green for the Imago, but Codecracker's pretty good here. It's also Orbital Plunge, very good card. I like that a lot, but yeah, easy Codecracker Hound here, I think. Exile Graveyards. No, it's not very good. So here we have Self-Craft Mechan, which goes really well with Cryogen Relic. There's also Banishing Light. And Brew Tender, not much else. Depressurize is fine. I think at this point I'm just going to take the Mechan. It goes really, really well with Cryogen Relic. Play this in turn 2, draw a card. Play this in 4, sack the Relic, draw 2 cards. So by turn 4, you've drawn 3 cards and you have a 4/5. It's just a really, really strong combo. So I'll definitely want a Mechan in my draft at some point. Keep cutting blue for now. Even though I think in a vacuum that Banishing Light and Depressurize, it's kind of funny. Depressurize is better in a vacuum. But yeah, I think Depressurize and Banishing Light are probably better than Self-Craft in general, but considering what I have, I want the Mechan here. So this is kind of interesting. Saboteur is a very strong 2-drop. There is also Whale, Depressurize. The black cards go in late. This is a signal. This being here this late is definitely a signal. Whale is good too, don't get me wrong. I do like Whale a lot. I think for me it's between Whale versus Saboteur. Whale if I want to play it safe, keep cutting blue. I think I'm gonna spec on the Saboteur. Black seems to be flowing. Blue-black is a fine color combination too. I could still splash the Imago, like it's possible, but don't get me wrong, Whale is good, but if I miss out on a Whale, it's not the end of the world. So we'll spec with the Saboteur for now. So now we have Mechanozoa and a Fell Graveship. Are really the only cards I'm considering here. They're both good cards. I do like Mechanozoa quite a bit. I could just take it, keep cutting blue, the safe pick. I think Graveship's a better card in general. It's pretty close, honestly. I think I'm going to take the Mechanozoa. Like, I do think Graveship's a little better in general, but I know that I'm blue. I do like Mechanozoa quite a bit. I'll play that in most of my blue decks. So we'll just keep cutting the blue for now. Well, Umbral Zealot, again, very late. The green has not been flowing, so green does not feel super open. I'm going to take the Zealot here. Just a really strong, uncommon, really good 2-drop. Kind of makes me wish I took the Graveship, but Mechanizo, again, not bad. Other than that, we got Beam Saw, Divert, which are both fine, but yeah. Super late Umbral Caller, black seems to be open. Well, I like Mouth the Storm a lot. Definitely going to take that. Really good blue card. This Sentry's not bad. Decode Transmission's not bad, but Mouth is really, really good, so. Alright. So now we got Monomus versus Gale Blade. I think Monomus is a better card in general. There is the argument for taking Gale Blade because I know that I'm blue, but at this point it kind of feels like black is open. So I think I'm going to take the Monomus. It's just a stronger card in general. Gale Blade's fine. There's Alfariel. Alright, I'll take Alfariel. I mean, it's good in blue-black. Now I get a Mechan or an Embrace Oblivion or a Hull Carver. These are all playable cards. I think I'm going to take another Mechan, honestly. And then Deep. Alright, so black is incredibly open. Alright, let's sort these by curve now. Okay. And then they got the Mago here. I'm not sure if we'll play that, but Dubious Delicacy, I think, is the pick here. I've played quite a bit with Corral in this format, and it's not bad, but it's a very situational card. Like, there's so much removal in the format that you put this on a creature, you can very easily get blown out if they kill it in response. And yeah, the best, usually, if you can land it and not get blown out, you just steal a creature, and then it probably doesn't stick around the Corral, so you get one creature, which is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think Delicacy is a much more consistent card. I think it's also better than Gravkill because, for one, it just stays on the board. You can sacrifice it to the Self-Craft Mechans is super nice, and you can sacrifice Umbral Caller Cell, and just being able to gain 3 or drain them for 3 is really nice in the late game. Wow, another Cryogen Relic. There's also, wow, this pack is good. Virus Beetle, Mouth the Storm. I already have one Mouth. I would rather have two relics and one Mouth than 2 mouths and 1 relic. This just makes your deck work very, very smoothly, and it's super good with the Mechans. And, you know, I can sack it to Umbral Caller Zealot. That's nice, too. So I'm going to take another one of those. I might wheel the Virus Beetle, considering how freely black has been flowing. So I'm expecting to wheel either Virus Beetle, Mouth, or Mechanozoa. Alright, so we have another Mechan, another Monoist, Pinnacle Killship, an Interceptor Mechan if I wanted to splash, which I very well could. I mean, it would be good in this deck, but I already have the Imago as a good splash thing. I'm leaning towards one of these two, the Mechan versus the Monoist. I already have 2 Mechans, but they are good with the relics. I think I'm going to take another Monoist, just for curve purposes. Yeah, I don't want to stack up on too many 4-drops, so yeah, I'll just take one more Monoist, I think. Notably, I don't have a ton of removal. I guess I have the Dubious Delicacy and the Depressurize, so I have some. Ooh, I do like All Fate Scroll quite a bit. It's also Nanoform Sentinel, Hull Carver. These are fine. Yeah, I like Hull Fate Scroll quite a bit. It's a strong card. It can ramp me in a Mouth of Storm late game. I can sack it to draw 2 or maybe 3 if I get one on basic. Alright, well, that might be the Graph Ship if I want. It's also Nutrient Block, which is good with these Mechans. But I think I'd rather pick up the Graph Ship now. I already have 2 Cryogen Relics, so I got fodder for the Self-Craft Mechans. I'll probably wheel like an Embrace Oblivion at some point, considering how open black seems to be. And there have been a couple of Mechans floating around this pack, so I could easily wheel a 3rd one. So yeah, take the Graph Ship over the Nutrient Block. Ooh, I love Perigee Beckoner. I think, honestly, Perigee Beckoner is better than Hymn of the Faller. Hymn was a card that looked really good at the beginning of the format. It ended up just playing okay. Like, it's worse than Cryogen Relic, I think. But I like Beckoner a lot. It's really good with the Monoists. Like, I can put Beckoner a Monoist, warp, and then sack it to Umbral Caller. Like, that's value. Hey, the Dream's still alive for the infinite combo. Can we get it before the format goes away? So now I got a high market if I want to go with the All Fate Scroll. There's also a Lost in Space, Command Bridge. Maybe I take the Command Bridge, actually. Because that's also good with All Fate Scroll and keeps the Dream of splashing the Imago alive. Yeah, I think I like that. Also, Orbital Plunge is good too. Lost in Space would be fine, but yeah, let's take the Command Bridge. All right, now we got a Cerebral download. Not going to splash from Bombard. I guess I'll take the download. There's a chance that I play it, but it's another card which I feel like isn't as good as it looked very good at the beginning of the format and just kind of played okay. I'm going to take Grav Kill now over a third mech in. Just having a little more removal seems good here. I wield the Virus Beetle. I thought there was a chance considering how open black was. That is going to be so good in my deck with the double Selfcraft mech in. So yeah, super happy with that. And there's my third mech in. I'm going to take that here over Temporal Intervention. Alright, I'll hate a full bore from somebody. Alright. Another Imago. And it's also a mono with Circuit Feeder, which is going to be good in this deck. It's going to be very good. Like, I currently have 10 artifacts. Circuit Feeder is going to be good. It's pretty tough. It's tempting to take the second Imago and splash, but with how good my deck is looking, I don't know if I need to splash 2 of these. I think I just want to take the Circuit Feeder. It's another form of removal. It's just nice top end. Yeah. Feels bad to pass the second Imago, but I'm not even sure if I'm going to play the first one, and I know I'm going to play Circuit Feeder, and it's going to be great. Okay. Another Mechanozoa. Steel Swarm Operator. So, again, I do have a lot of artifacts. 11 artifacts. It ramps out Mechanozoa, Circuit Feeder, Mechan. I mean, yeah, Steel Swarm actually doesn't seem bad in this deck. I currently have 50. I have a lot of creatures already. I think I'm going to take the Steel Swarm. The card honestly hasn't impressed me that much, but with the amount of artifacts I have, it seems okay, and I'll probably get another Mechanozoa if I really want one, like later in the pack. So there's Corral. Somebody Scavenger Grounds this draft. There's also Swarm Color, Divert Disaster. I think are the cards I'm looking at. I don't think I'm going to take a Scavenger Grounds, even though I have the All Fate Scroll. Corral, I mean, Swarm Color is looking good too. It's another thing for me, but I already have the triple Selfcraft back in that kind of functions like the Swarm Color in enemy sacrifice things. I think I'm going to spec on the Corral here. Again, I don't think it's an amazing card, but it has its places. Like, it definitely can be good. Oh man, do I take the Voidborn and then I just need one more Beckoner to have the Infinite Combo Dream alive? Or I could just take Depressurize, which is a better card in general. This triggers off artifacts dying too. You know what? It's my last draft of the format. It would be amazing if I got to pull up the Infinite Combo in the final draft. So, you know, I think in general Depressurize is the better pick here, but I'm going to take the Voidborn and see if we can do something sweet on the way out. All right, well, now we got to vote out, which is better than Depressurize and Embrace Oblivion, and Whale's good too. Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards left in this pack, so I'm going to have to take this to the 8. So I'll wheel 2. Probably is going to be like the Silencer and maybe the Sky Stinger. But there's a chance I could wheel Depressurize or Embrace Oblivion. Can I get one more Perigee Beckoner? Right, I'm going to take a second Circuit Feeder here. This looks very good in this deck. I think I like it more than Hilder Blade here. Yep. Faller's Faithful, incredibly good card. I love sacking like a Virus Beetle to it. Yeah, Whale's good too. Beam Saw would be decent, but yeah, I like Faller's Faithful quite a bit. Alright, now I'll take a Beam Saw. That's a good thing to sack to like Faller's Faithful. It's just a decent early creature. I think I like it more than Divert Disaster. I have a lot of creatures though. Yeah, I think I'm just going to still take the Beam Saw. Want another Monoist or another Mechanozoa? I already have 2 Monoists. I'll take another Mechanozoa in case I want to lean into the more artifacts, which I probably do with the double Circuit Feeder. Alright, well there's another Mechanozoa, so I guess punished a little bit for taking it, but I'll take yet another one. So we didn't get there on the second Perigee Beckoner. It's a shame. I'll take a Swarm color now. And yeah, got the depressurize. All the depressurizes I could ever want. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I think we were in the right colors. Black was incredibly open, and we kind of capitalized on it. We read the signal of this being there late in pack 1 and just kind of got rewarded with black. 50 cards. All right. So what could I cut? I could trim some number of Mechanozoas. Swarm color could get cut. Corral probably will get cut. Card usually disappoints me. Voidborn could get cut. Graph Ship. Steel Swarm. I could trim some number of depressurizes. Beamsaw could get cut. I think I want to keep the Elfate Scroll. This looks like a deck that wants the mana ramping into Circuit Feeder or Mouth. Seems good. Alright, so I kind of feel like I am supposed to cut the Imago. They still play the Command Bridge? Probably. It makes the Elfate Scroll better. I think I'm going to cut Corral. I usually have bad experiences with this card, honestly. Currently at 22 creatures, so I want to cut a lot of creatures. Let's get the Genomorph. I don't think we're splashing for that. Swarm color could easily get cut. Yeah, let's cut Swarm color. I already have. I'd rather have all the Selfcraft mechans, I think. Especially because Selfcraft's also an artifact. Want more artifacts for my Circuit Feeders and Steel Swarm if I play it. I don't want to cut all 3 depressurizes. Could cut the Voidborn. Yeah. I mean, I do have the Umbral Collar to sort of like burn people out with the Voidborn, and it's good with the relics because I want to sack those anyways, but yeah, I don't know. Just have to cut 7 cards. Jeez. 20 creatures. I want to cut at least 5 more creatures. So let's put them into, let's see, creature pile and non-creature pile. I think we're going to cut Voidborn, and I think we're cutting Steel Swarm too. This card is, I mean, it's not bad. It does ramp me into the Circuit Feeders. The double blue for activation lets me sack all Fate Scroll. It lets me crack Cryogen Relics pretty easily. It's definitely not bad. I probably don't want 3 depressurize. 19 creatures still. So Beamsaw Prospector is good with Faller's Faithful. It's decent with Umbral Collar Zealot, just as a thing to sacrifice. The ramping is kind of good too. I'm not sure what's better between Steel Swarm and Beamsaw. I feel like Beamsaw might be better, but this being an artifact is nice for the double Circuit Feeder. Like this Steel Swarm works really well with the Circuit Feeders. This is getting tough now. I mean, if I cut all 4 of these creatures, then I would have 15 creatures left. 14 artifacts right now. Cut the Steel Swarm. Cut the Beamsaw. I don't know if I want 3 depressurize. I do kind of want 1 Mechanozoa. What if we keep 1? Fell Graph Ship. It's not bad. I don't want cut 1 depressurize. I could trim a Selfcraft mechan as well. Currently at 12 artifacts. This is tough. The deck is just too good. The card quality is too high. Maybe cut 1 Selfcraft mechan. I don't think I need 3. I think 2 with 2 Cryogen Relics seems okay. Brings me to 15 creatures. That seems good. Maybe the last card is like... So for removal, I have Boat Out, Grav Kill, 2 Circuit Feeders, Dubious Delicacy. It's 5, and then 2 Depressurize. Maybe let's just keep 1 Depressurize. Oops. Let's try the Fell Grav Ship. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's still solid. I could rebuy like a Virus Beetle or a Codecracker Hound and then turn into a 3/2 Flying Lifelink. It's not a bad card at all. I could very easily see me boarding this out for like more Depressurizes in certain matchups. I'm going to keep the Command Bridge just because of All Fate Scroll, I think. Alright, so currently I have 9/9 for mana. I'm a lot heavier in black than blue. I could go like this, then I'll have 10 black, 8 blue. That seems better. Alright, there we go. Our final draft deck in the format. Blue-black artifacts. Alright, not a great hand. 5 lands, but we're going to keep it. Turn 2 Umbo Caller. Don't want to play Faithful turn 3. Okay. Okay. That's not a bad one to draw here. No attacks. Let's play Sunset Saboteur and then a Command Bridge. If he had Litho Breaking here, and I play Command Bridge, I will lose the Command Bridge because he can kill both my creatures. Come on, don't have Litho Breaking. Alright. That'd be a beating too. Because then he could sack the land or put a counter on his Lightless Evangel. Oh no, but no, this thing would still die if he had Litho Breaking. I guess I could have played the Command Bridge first. Maybe I should have done that last turn to play around Litho Breaking. Alright, well now I can warp Mechanozoa and get in for 4, or get in for 7. If we are going to do that. It's probably going to use removal, like a Grav Kill or something. I could also just play a Self-Craft Mechan and just keep adding to the board. So he can't block the Saboteur anyways. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Keep adding to the board. Use removal now. Okay. Discard a card. Alright, and now we'll sack this to Surveil. All Fate Scroll. I mean, it's going to be a draw 3. I think I'm going to keep it. And I'm not going to sack it to the Self-Craft Mechan, so I think I'm going to run this out. Sure. So I could attack with a Self-Craft and it'd be double blocks. I can do 1 to the Harrier, 2 to the Evangel, and then finish it off with the Faller's Faithful. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Let's attack with the Harrier and spend 2 mana. That's fine with me. I guess if he has Embrace Oblivion, he can attack with a Harrier, make a 2/2. Right, it goes away end of combat, right? Okay, so he can't sack it to Embrace Oblivion. Sure. Yep, let's make the thing bigger. And I get a counterattack for 6 and tap his next blocker. Nice. Didn't want to play that pre-combat to surveil. Ooh, that's even better, honestly. Yep. Let's run out mouth. And then we'll attack for 6. Okay. So, I mean, if he has removal for the mouth, he can attack with the Evangel. Poke me for 1, but he probably doesn't want to do that, because he knows I have Mechanozoa to tap a blocker, and I am ahead in the damage race here. If he has removal for mouth, you need another land to kill it with Grav Kill. You could kill it with Embrace Oblivion, but not anymore. Monomist is a good blocker. I can tap it with Mechanozoa, though. Okay. I think we're just gonna play Mechanozoa and tap his flyer and hit him down to 5. Just threaten lethal here. Alright. So he's got to have removal for the mouth or another flying blocker to stay alive here. If he has removal for the mouth, I do get to sack it to Surveil. I mean, the Mechanozoa is lethal too, so he's got to leave back a blocker for that. Probably Embrace Oblivion would be the best draw here, because it could cheaply kill the mouth and put a counter on the Lightless Evangel, so it could trade with Mechanozoa. This looks like a matchup where Depressurizes are going to be good. They kill everything he's got. Okay. It is a matchup that looks vaguely aggressive, too. Like, all these creatures he played are somewhat aggressive. So I think I do like more Depressurizes. He didn't show me any remove. Oh, he showed me invasive maneuvers, so. Yeah, I still don't love Corral the Void. Beamsaw could be reasonable too, just as an early thing to trade with. As I could also put in more Depressurizes. So I think this is a matchup where I'm going to board out the Grav Ship. Just for something that is better against an aggressive deck. This is a little too dirtily and can't block. What else do I not like here? I'm bringing all the Depressurizes plus the Prospector, I think. What don't I like? Lost Faithful, maybe a little awkward. Could cut off Fate Scroll. I could, yeah, Mechanizoa it's a nice defensive card too. I think I like the Mechanizoa. Oh, Fate Scroll was good that game. It let me cast the Mouth. Faller's Faithful is really only amazing with the Virus Beetle. And it's good with the Beam Saw if I bring in the Beam Saw. I have to cut 2 cards. Yeah, the Beam Saw's looking good. I think I do like the lander it provides. Maybe I play the Beam Saw over the All Fate Scroll because it's a form of ramp. Got the Faller's Faithful too. I'm still playing 15 creatures. Just all depressurizes. Alright, let's try that. Boarded out the Grass Ship and the All Fate Scroll, 2 cards, which are kind of better when you have time to generate value, which I might not, considering how aggressive their deck looked. Okay, keep this. No turn 1 Harrier, I like that. I'm feeling glad I boarded in all 3 depressurizes, considering probably going to want one soon. Elder Blade could get pretty annoying. There's one of them. Alright. That's getting depressurized. I'm gonna warp Codecracker Hound, or just get the Monoist going. I think I'm gonna warp Codecracker Hound, honestly. Well, it's pretty close. Yeah, I'm gonna warp this. Alright, let's take Mouth. Okay. Well, I'm glad I warped the Codecracker Hound, because now he can't make me discard it with Temporal Intervention. If he makes me discard Mouth, I'm so far away from casting the Mouth. Like, he's not applying any pressure on me. Yeah, that's fine. This gives me time. When I'm casting Codecracker Hounds, time is all I want. Although I think now I'm gonna play the Monoist first. Just so next turn I can probably peck in past whatever blocker he plays, and then go Codecracker plus depressurize. Ooh. Alright, that's good. I gotta kill everything that can hit. Like anything that's got more than 1 toughness on his side, I gotta kill. So he can't get this going. If he has like Evangel here, oh, he doesn't have anything. It's really good for me. Let's attack first. Alright, well I boarded out the Elf Fate Scroll, so I don't think I need the command bridge anymore. Just take a swamp, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna need to find Morghast soon to put pressure on him, because the Monolith will eventually take over. He's got a large creature here, which I can't depressurize. That's gonna suck. Right, I can kill that. Well, he can't... You can equip it with Hilderblade and then try and Monolith it, but then I can depressurize it in response to the equip. Gotta do it in response to the equip, otherwise it can survive depressurize. Monolith's only sorcery speed activation, so he couldn't ping it in response to the depressurize. Great draw. Great draw. Not a great draw. I think I'm going to crack it now, honestly. I do have a bunch of mechans, though, which I could draw into. I'm just going to do it now, because I can also draw Umbra Caller Zealot. Or Sunset Saboteur. Alright, well, that's not a bad draw either. I can kill his next creature. So he never gets the monolith going. Drawing all 3 depressurizes. Does he have another creature? Yikes. That's pretty bad for me. Not only does it kill a creature, slow my clock down, but I can't depressurize it, and he gets to draw a card off the monolith. Okay. Brutal. So we're gonna vote out that thing. But yeah, this is not looking good. Just getting kind of flooded here. The longer I draw this out and keep hitting him, the better it gets for me, because it makes the monolith worse and worse. Unfortunately, I think I am going to have to depressurize a Virus Beetle here in response to the Hildra Blade. Just so he can't start drawing cards with the monolith. But I'm out of removal now. That's a great draw. Am I supposed to play it? Because he has a cheap thing. He can, like a 2-drop, he plays it, equips, and it can trade with Mechanozoa. Honestly, this is kind of a hard decision. Because if he has a cheap thing and he plays it, suits it up, it's quite bad for me to run this out, because then he can just trade with Mechanozoa. But if he doesn't have a cheap thing to play, and playing this knocks him down to 2, and then the monolith is just totally dead, I'm gonna run it out. Oh, I can tap an artifact. Okay. Forgot about that. I can tap the monolith. That's actually quite good. So now at least if he has a creature, he doesn't get to draw a card immediately. I feel like he's got removal. It's hovering over my creatures here. If he has invasive maneuvers, he can't kill the Mechanozoa. Okay. Attack you to 2. Alright, I'm feeling good about that. Him going to 2 makes the... kind of turns the monolith off now. Both my creatures are lethal. If he kills the Monoist, I still have a 2-power creature. So yeah, even if he has got blocker plus removal spell, it's probably still dead. His best try would be like the Gravedigger mechan plus the removal spell. Like Gravedigger plus a 2-drop creature plus removal spell. That could keep him alive. It would give him 2 blockers and removal. Oh. Oh my god, can he kill the Monomist and get the 2/2? Oh, he can shoot it with the Monolith, go to 1? Oh my god. I could lose this game still. Wow. Very, very nice. So we can't use the Monolith anymore. But he's got a 2/2 and I got nothing. Okay. Yeah, I killed her Blade. I could very well lose here. Let's get his last card. Mutinous Massacre. I mean, the Virus Beetle is lethal. But I'm not loving my spot anymore. Wow, that was a crazy turnaround. Mutinous Massacre, kill my Mechanozoa, steal my thing, and get the 2/2 off of it. This is kind of slipping away. Move the Hilder Blade to the Harrier. I need another Monoist, like a flying creature. Cryogen Relic could help a little bit. That's not bad, honestly. I guess I got punished for playing that land last turn. But we're definitely going to take the Circuit Feeder here. So let's see. I can kill the Harrier. Maybe just kill the 2/2. Then trade with the Harrier. And now next turn I have 2 lethal attackers. He's got a top deck again. Shouldn't have played that land. Forgot about Alfariel. I could have had a Cryogen Relic if I'd held the land. Yep, he drew removal. This game's not over. I mean, I can force the trade next turn. Okay, that's an amazing draw. We're just gonna run it out. So he has to block here. My thing has Death Touch, and it will come back, and I get to draw more cards when it does. Might as well block there, but okay. Opponent almost stole that game. They almost came back there. All right, Mutinous Massacre. Very nice. I definitely drew well at the end there. I mean, I got flooded for a little bit, but drawing an Alfariel and then into Perigee Beckoner at that point, both really nice. All right, here we go, round 2. Yep, this hand is solid. Lead with Swamp, so to get my only island blown up by Strip Mine. Chrome Companion, okay. Wow, Virus Beetle kind of dunks on that. When you play 2/1, then your opponent plays a Virus Beetle, it just feels so bad. So discard Radiant Strike, okay. Sure. Probably getting out of Fariel next, just to have another good blocker. Ooh, okay. The Elfate Scroll is going to be good here. I'm tempted to discard the Selfcraft Mechan, honestly. Let's keep the lands. I think I'm going to discard the Selfcraft Mechan. The Elfate Scroll, it's going to ramp me into Mouth of Storm, and then I'll be able to crack it to draw 2 cards later. I think that's a little better than Selfcraft. So I don't have any other relics to sack to Selfcraft right now. I can get back to Selfcraft with the Graph Ship. So Sunset Saboteur is not looking great on this board, although it'll be great the turn I drop Mouth of the Storm. So this turn I'll have 4. So I can't, if I play the All Fates, I can't Mouth the next turn, but the turn after I can. I do want to get the All Fates Scroll in play, I think. So I think I'm going to go All Fates plus Saboteur. Just to ramp out the mana here. Because then next turn I'll have 6 mana, so I could go like Warp Codecracker Hound plus fill Graph Ship. And you know the Saboteur is good at stationing, so I could turn the Graph Ship pretty soon. Alright, well. Yep. I guess the companion does get rid of the creatures for Graph Ship. It's a good thing I didn't go for Graph Ship there. Terrain Generator. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's start with Codecracker. It's funny, if I pitch a card to Codecracker, he can then Chrome Companion, so the Graph Ship can't necessarily hit it, but let's warp first. And then we're going to play the Graph Ship. Okay, I would rather have... I mean, the Faller's Faithful is pretty good. I can sack the Virus Beetle. Yep, I'm going to take the Faller's Faithful. And honestly, maybe just play the... I don't know, playing the Graph Ship's kind of nice. Turning this on seems really good. I could play the Faithful first, sack the Virus Beetle, so then I have 2 creatures in the yard. But he's just going to Chrome Companion both of them away. Next turn, I'm going to Mouth. I'm going to Graph Ship. Even if he gets my only thing here, I still get to turn it on pretty fast. Alright, well I am going to get a thing. I'd rather have the Monoist or the Selfcraft. The Monoist is looking good here. Although, you could probably turn the Honor Knight Captain into a auxiliary boosters. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Monoist. Maybe attack with Alfariel. Yeah, I think I want to start clearing the board, honestly. Attack with the Virus Beetle also. I'll leave back the Virus Beetle. I want to sack the Virus Beetle to Faller's Faithful. But I'll trade Alfariel for a companion. I honestly should have attacked first to get the companion off the board before using the Graph Ship, but it's a Graph Ship back in my deck. It's kind of nice of them. Right, so let's go station, station. Honestly, I think I'm going to station with the Virus Beetle too, because at this point I'm going to sack it to the Faller's Faithful. Although, then he gets to attack with the Chrome Companion, gain a life. No, I'll just leave it back. Just to threaten the block. Just so he doesn't gain life. Well, he probably will anyways by tapping the Chrome Companion. Alright, that's a good one. Well, he can attack with creatures now and trigger that. Okay. It's a little annoying. I mean, the Knight Captain could be annoying because if he has boosters, it's going to get that. Companion is also annoying. The boosters is honestly more threatening. Yeah, I'm just going to trade here. I think I can beat Chrome Companion in a long game, but the boosters is going to be the most annoying, honestly. So what we're gonna do now. We're gonna mouth. We're gonna hit for a bunch here. This does let him, if I station it, does let him counterattack and put more counters on things. I'm just gonna just station the far right. I'm gonna leave back the mouth to block so he just can't get a good attack in to tap stuff. Put a counter on this thing. And try and kill him in the air. All the Chrome companions. He has removal for the mouth, but if he had Banishing Light, he can't cast it anymore, so it's probably not that. But then he could attack, put more counters on things. Circuit Feeder. So I can kill this Chrome companion. Let me just think here. Hit him in the air for a bunch. Dawn Strike is going to crack back, though. I almost want him to block it so that I can kill it with the Faithful. I don't have enough mana for all of that. I think we're just going to have to live with him getting a hit in with the Dawn Strike. So let's kill this Chrome Companion, or let's target, I guess, the Grav Ship. We could have another Radiant Strike. It is better to gain more life if I target the Grav Ship. Yeah, I'm going to target the Grav Ship and kill this thing. I think I'm going to lead back the Saboteur. Yeah, but I will attack with Alfariel. I guess it trades for his 3/3. Alright. He's had enough. Okay, so 2 Chrome Companions, Honor Knight Captain, Dawn Strike Vanguard. Bunch of X1s. Depressurized not looking amazing. I mean, I don't really care about the cheap creatures he played. Honestly, the card advantage cards like All Fate Scroll and Grav Ship seem decent in this matchup. I will say Grav Ship is worse when he's got a million Chrome Companions. X1s definitely seem worse because he's got the Honor Knight Captain, so I don't want to bring in the Beam Saw because it doesn't trade favorably with those. I don't think I want more Depressurizes, so really the only things I'm looking at are like Mechanizoa or Cerebral Download, Swarm Colors. Anything here that's bad? Father's Faithful is a little questionable because it trades so poorly with all his 1/1s, but being able to sack a Virus Beetle is nice. And I don't know. Maybe I just want a larger creature. I think I'm still going to keep the Father's Faithful. Yeah, Corral the Void seems bad when he's got all these Chrome Companions. I can't reanimate something reasonably. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. I wonder if Swarm Color is better than Father's Faithful in this matchup, because the Swarm Color also lets me sack things to draw cards, but can attack in the air, whereas the Father's Faithful gets bricked by all of these, all of his sort of cheap creatures. It's close. Oh, this hand's great. Got a removal spell, got Kraken Relic. Grump Companion? Nothing. Alright, next turn we can play Alfariel. Or the Dubious Delicacy if we need to kill something. It just has plains. Doesn't have his islands yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Alfariel. Maybe pitch some swamps. Emergency eject? Wow. Okay. Probably want to let me discard things first. Just to make that decision. Discard 2 swamps. Honestly, I don't mind that. Getting the lander seems kind of nice. Alfariel wasn't going to do that much. Okay. 3/3. I can Dubious Delicacy that. Maybe I just play some creatures, honestly. That seems kind of good. Like next turn I can like attack with the Saboteur, put a counter on the Lux Knight Breacher, and then Dubious Delicacy it. Before it gets the counter. Okay. It's gonna discard a card if he targets the Saboteur. The Umbo Collar. I can sack the Relic to the Umbo Collar to draw a card, but I do want the artifacts in play for the Circuit Feeder to kill a beefier creature. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna sack any of my artifacts to that yet. Is he gonna attack? Try and race? Oh, that's a good read. That's pretty nice. It's good with the relic. So I could attack Delicacy like I talked about. Start getting damage in. It does seem decent. Could crack the lander also. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright. He takes 4. Probably cracking the lander. Because I want to sack the relic to the Self-Craft Mechan. Okay, he did have a boosters in his deck. It's good to know. So I could also just crack nothing. And then play the Circuit Feeder. Say 4 artifacts to just kill that thing next turn. And then put a counter on the security and make this cost less. Or I could just kill the Starport security, but that thing is going to be annoying also. Yeah, we're not going to crack any of these. I think I want all my artifacts. Virus Beetle. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do this. So this gets +4. Kill that. Attack for 8. He can tap something with the security one time, but then I can relic it. So it won't untap. And yeah, I still can draw 2 more cards off the Self-Craft Mechan. Make him discard with the Beetle. Like, I got lots of value and I'm ahead on board, so it's looking good. Okay. Let's go to combat. He's gonna tap one. No. That's kind of smart because if I attack, then the starport security is a good blocker. I think we're just gonna attack with the circuit feeder. Could have like focus fire or something. That wouldn't kill it though. You'd have to block and focus fire, so he loses starport. Oh, very nice. Okay. He eats my circuit feeder. Good beats. So now I'm going to play the Mechan, sack the relic. Actually, I think I'm going to sack the lander. I think I'd rather use the relic to stun that thing. Yeah, I'm going to sack the lander. I think locking that thing for a turn after he taps something is going to be good. I mean, I guess I could have done this pre-combat, put a counter on my my circuit feeder. I didn't think about the light blade. Put a counter on the saboteur, I think. Okay. I like the sound of that counter on the saboteur because it's basically unblockable. Because he needs 2 creatures. Got honor, okay. And once I hit him down for 5 down to 3, the delicacy kills him. Okay. All right, 2-0. All right, here we go. Our final match of Edge of Eternities. Let's hope it's a good one. I don't know about this hand. I'm gonna keep it, but it's very slow. Again, I feel like you shouldn't mulligan very often in limited, because the mulligan just hurts you so much. So I will keep most hands that are functional, and this is functional. Like, I have lands, I can cast spells. It is slow though, but it's functional. Right. I'm gonna play the island just so I don't get wrecked by Strip Mine. If Strip Mine's my swamp, that'd be a catastrophe. Then we'll play the Alfariel. Could play the Monoist also. I think I'd rather get the Alfariel going. Could discard 2 lands, or I could discard the Graph Ship. I think we are going to discard the Graph Ship. I think I want all these lands for the Mouth of the Storm. Alternatively, I could discard like land and Mouth, and then play the Graph Ship and get them back. Get back the Mouth. I think I'm just going to keep all my lands. I think I'm going to need them for this Mouth. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll offer the trade here. Well, I don't know. Offer the trade and then play what, like a Zealot? Monoist, he attacks with both. I'm trading 2 for 3. I actually don't know if I like that trade. I think I'm just going to run out the Monoist and not attack. I don't think I'm the beatdown here. Let's just slow the game down, get to Mouth of the Storm. Okay. Sure. So I could vote out the Swarm color. I could play like Umbral Caller, vote out the Swarm color. It's not unreasonable. I like that. So what am I tapping? I could tap the Monoist and now I could attack the Umbral Collar and attack for trade 4 for 3. That's not unreasonable. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. If he's got removal, he can kill one of my creatures, attack for 3, and then put a counter on the Skittermaw. So probably his best play. Kill like my Umbral Collar. Getting close to mouth mana, which is nice. Yep. Ooh. You didn't have a way to trigger Void. That's kind of nice. Maybe Relic... Well, I probably want to sack the Relic to freeze the Skittermaw. Let's attack first and see what happens. Nothing. Interesting. Does he have like a Beyond the Quiet? I'm gonna freeze the Skittermaw, I think. Okay. I guess I got punished for playing a land first. Wonder if he's got a Wrath. Ah. That hurts. There goes the mouth. Turn before I was gonna play it. I mean, I'm still pretty far ahead on board though. Okay. All right. So, kind of some bad creatures. Starport Security and Cedar Maw are both quite bad. Stormcaller is not great. So nothing that scary. I think I do want another Depressurize. It kills Swarm Color, it kills Skittermaw. It's just kind of a nice thing to have there. I do think also the grindy card advantage stuff seemed good here. He's not super aggressive. So I think we're going to hedge between them. So we're going to keep like maybe the Graph Ship and the Ulfate Scroll, but what am I actually cutting? I mean, honestly, the Father's Faithful has not been that amazing in this deck. Virus Beetle is the only creature I want to sacrifice to it. So maybe I just cut the Faller's Faithful. Keep the Graph Ship and the Ulfate Scroll. It seems reasonable. Yeah, I think I like that. -1 Faller's Faithful, +1 Depressurize. Yep, keep this one. All it needs is any third land to be totally functional. Delicacy kills a creature, and a million Monoists. Alright, we got there. Okay. Playing swamps again, so I don't get blown up by Strip Mine on my island. Oh, he doesn't have a land. Alright, we're going to play at the Monoist just because it's mana efficient. Next turn, we're going to go All Fates plus Saboteur. Sure. Just warping it? Okay. Get the Saboteur, I assume? Yep. In that case, we're just going to play more Monoists. Island. Okay. I mean, Monoists are going to be going to town here. This is like a different deck than I saw at game 1. Suddenly it's blue-black. Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, I could just run this out. I think I do want to get aggressive. I'm just going to run it out. With a delicacy in my hand, let's just do as much damage as possible. Get as far ahead on board as possible. Like, you can play a code cracker, but he's so far behind. Like, if I kill that with a delicacy, hit him for 8 down to 4, delicacy puts him to 1. He's just so far behind. Alright, I assume he's got Radiant Strike. So... yeah, I mean, we're still just gonna, I think... I mean, he 100% has Radiant Strike, right? Or he could have Graph Kill. I'm thinking about not attacking with a Beckoner in case he has Radiant Strike. Because Graph Kill is much worse. Not attack with Beckoner. Honestly, I think I can beat Radiant Strike too, so let's see. If you have a Graph Kill, you just do it while I'm tapped out. It's gotta be Radiant Strike, right? It could also be Lost in Space. Oh, he's gonna do it before I attack? Okay, it was Lost in Space. Alright, I'll top that. I'm glad he did it before I attacked, because there's a chance I didn't attack there to play my Radiant Strike, but... I guess he was going to do it to the Beckoner anyways. Alright, so let's go... I think we're going to hold the land just to play around Virus Beetle. So I don't need to play it this turn. I still have Delicacy up. Sure. You can freeze one. Then I pre-play Beckoner, hit him down to 4. Okay, there we go. Not the closest final match of Edge of Eternities, but I'll take it. This was a good deck. This was a good example of the blue-black deck. Alright. Let's gaze upon our final Edge of Eternities draft. This was a really strong deck. I think maybe the Father's Faithful could have been cut for one of these other ones, like a Depressurize. Maybe another Mechanozoa are both reasonable, but still not a bad card. Yeah, great deck, double relic, Virus Beetles, like some of the best commons in the, the respective colors. Codecracker Hound, good removal, and then good late game with Mouth and Mono Circuit Feeder. So yeah, like this deck. That'll do it for this deck, and that'll do it for this format. What did I think of Edge of Eternities? You know what? I really liked Edge of Eternities. I've seen a lot of people hating on it. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's one of like the greatest formats of all time, but I think it was above average. It had a lot of good things about it. For one, I thought the color balance was really good in the set. You could draft any color and have it be good. I think green was a little better than the rest, but really every color was viable. Nearly every archetype was viable. I do think that red-white was particularly great. Although, I mean, I have played against good red-white decks, like in the Arena Open, I very nearly lost to a sick red-white deck with a Dagia, so like you can still do cool stuff there. Green-black was also kind of mediocre, but a lot of the archetypes were viable. Blue-red also, but I mean, blue-red, like, there are versions of blue-red I had which were very good too, so a lot of the archetypes were viable, I would say, even though I do think the green-based decks, especially like the red-green landers, are like near the top. What else? I liked a lot of the set's mechanics. I thought Void, it was actually a pretty fun mechanic, and it played really well with some of the sub-themes, like played well with landers, it played well with warp, it played well with sort of like the general like fodder strategy, or you're sacking beetles and Kraken relics. I thought spacecraft were really fun and really interesting. It was often an interesting decision on when to station. Like, if I station, I won't have a blocker, or maybe I'm giving up damage, like I'm not attacking this turn to station instead. Like that was a really interesting decision in a lot of different games. I really enjoyed that. I will say that I think a lot of the spacecraft didn't get there. I don't know if maybe that's a fault of how they designed them. Maybe some of them they should push a little bit more. So like a lot of them actually I don't think were particularly great. But I do think there were a lot of decent ones. Like Felgraph Ship is like totally fine. And yeah, like Specimen Freighter was solid. The Larval Scout Lander, like really solid spaceship. So yeah, there were definitely some good ones, but yeah, they were generally misses over hits. So I think I like the mechanic, but the balance on these was maybe just slightly off. What else? This is actually one of my favorite things about the format was the whole mechanic of different land names matter for like cards like All Fate Scroll or Survey Mechan or Fungal Colossus. This was honestly an awesome set mechanic and played really well with the bonus sheet of all the extra lands. I really liked that mechanic, and it made drafting just random non-basics higher priority and more valuable. I think a lot of the formats I like Kaldheim is a set where you would just draft lands and they would be like really good picks, like snow-covered lands in Kaldheim, and your non-basics in this format can really just like supercharge your deck. And I like formats where, you know, lands are sometimes good picks, not just like dual lands. The 5-color soupy formats are honestly not my favorite, but I like little sort of like micro synergies like this where you draft non-basics and it makes some of your cards slightly better. So I thought that was really fun, and I like that a lot. And yeah, I thought the gameplay was pretty good too, honestly. I've had a lot of close games in this format, and the bombs were not too overwhelming. Like I think the best cards are like Ouroboroid, Elegy Acolyte, and Quantum Riddler. Maybe like Mutinous Massacre. Like those are some of the best ones. 3 of those are creatures, and the format is so full of removal that you could often have answers to those and just continue playing the game. So another thing I like about the format, the bombs are not overwhelming. There was lots of removal. There were answers for it. You could argue there was too much removal, and maybe too many sweepers or a lot of sweepers, but I thought they made the games interesting. There's that amount of removal. It gives you the agency to deal with your opponent's bombs, and it makes you have to play a little more careful too, and focus more on baiting out your opponent's removal before playing your good creatures, which I think is a valuable skill in Limited. And this format really tested you on that. So yeah, complex gameplay, fun deck building, evenly balanced colors. I think that the set was above average. So I'd probably give it like, I don't know, like a 7.5 out of 10. Like I liked it. Not as much as some of my recent favorites like Duskmourn, Kaldheim. I liked both of those a lot more. But yeah, this was a solid one, and I enjoyed playing it. So that'll do it for this draft, and I'll do it for Edge of Eternities. Hope you enjoyed watching me navigate this format and learn it. And it's time to try a new format. So it might be through the Omen Paths. It might be some of the flashback drafts. We'll have to see what flashback drafts Wizards puts on Arena. But yeah, I'm ready to try something new. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed all my Edge drafts, and I'll see you in the next draft.